a lot of damage going on through them. So that's it, you know. I mean, they could have just been a land, you know, they could have just fixed two things, and people could have been living here, but instead they emptied. And that was happening all over the neighborhood. It was just devastating. And, you know, garbage services were gone, and you know, it was just awful. Drugs were just allowed to, you know, everything was like an open-air bazaar. You couldn't believe what it looked like. Everything was gray. There was just piles of rubble and all these lots where the buildings had collapsed from the fires. It's hard to believe that it's like this incredible, you know, just a couple of decades ago. You know, I was your age probably when I moved in here, so it was like, you know, it was a very different place. But, so all these people sort of organically, and it was a loose coalition of people, started to move into these buildings and fix them up. And some people, you know, and different buildings depending on who opened them up. And then it became kind of a movement. So people were helping each other open up buildings, and you'd have to research it. You'd have to find which buildings were city-owned buildings because you couldn't squat private property. The building across the street here was a feather factory. And there's some pictures over there of when they emptied it out. It was full of boxes of feathers, which was kind of sweet. But, you know, they couldn't, you had to find a building that was owned by the city because of the way the law worked, and then you'd establish residency. There was a law, and there still is, if anybody's fighting their landlord, that if you have residency for 30 days, then you have the right to go through, you know, legal proceedings. They can't just kick you out or change the lock or anything like that. So that's what we use to our advantage. We'd break into a building through the back or the front and then just sort of seal it up. But we'd put in a mailbox so that we could mail ourselves letters, and that would